today, Sad and I are going to prepare this beautiful red drum that one of the kids was able to fish in the intercoastal waterway. So the fish has been on ice, but Aslak, our friend, has given us a really good pointer as to how to scale it. So he suggests, in order for the scales not to just fly everywhere, to keep it in very ice cold water, and with the backside of the knife, just scale it off so we don't make a mess all over the place. So we're gonna start from down at the tail and come towards the gills. Let me feel. Oh yeah. Be very careful right here because these can be actually very sharp. So let me show you here. You see these nice thick scales? Well, that they have come off, and now the skin of the fish is nice and smooth. We're gonna do the other side. And here is our fish. This was quite a workout. You see all the scales came off, and now the skin is nice and smooth, and it actually is very good. Let me show you what these scales look like. And these would not be very pleasant in your mouth. But another thing I want to show you about the fish right in here. Don't ever throw away the head, because right in here is the fillet of the fish. It is so good. There are two small parts that are absolutely delicious. We're gonna bake the fish with some potatoes that we're gonna slice with a mandolin in actually very thin slices. And then we're gonna soak the slices in water to release some of the starch, because that will cause the potatoes to get a lot crispier that way. And here is our mandolin, and all you do is you place the potato right in there, and immediately you get some beautiful thin slices like that. And these we're going to soak in water. And here are the potatoes that we soaked for a good half hour, and we're going to strain them and then dry them off a bit before we put them in the pan. We're going to slightly dry them before placing them in the pan and putting olive oil on them. Okay. Already a nice drizzle of olive oil in the bottom of the pan. And here come our potatoes. Let's get them all out. And we're going to place them around. Probably could have used a bigger pan. I will make do with this. Once again, more olive oil. We're also going to place some rosemary, and I'm just going to break it off like this and put that in here. Let's salt them a little bit, and then we're going to give it a quick toss one more time, so we are sure that there is olive oil everywhere. Oh, it smells so good already. Let's get some garlic. I'm going to press down, and we're actually going to put it in there in camicia with the skin still on. And like we've said before, it is absolutely delicious when it's baked. We're just going to spread it around, and it's going to give even a most incredible flavor. We're going to get some nice slices of lemon as well that we will lay both inside and on top of the fish. So we're going to slice them nice and thin. We're also going to get a few more cloves of garlic that we will also cut nice and thin, and that will also go in the belly of the fish. These we're going to get the skin off because we're going to slice them very, very thinly. So now that they're peeled, we're just going to cut them into really, really fine slices. Let's make a little space for the fish. Another bit of olive oil right in the base, and we're going to place this big boy right on here. Now the best part, we're gonna get some thyme, probably about this much. Maybe that's a bit too much, maybe that much. And then we'll get a sprig of rosemary and probably 2 leaves of bay leaves and a bit of parsley. There we go, these are our spices. So you can see about the amount of parsley right here. And the thyme, probably still a bit too much, maybe about this much thyme. I'll place this back in there. And 1 sprig of rosemary. And then 2 leaves, the bay leaves. Now we're gonna salt the inside of our fish. A little bit more. And I'll place these bay leaves in, as well as the rosemary sprig. And the parsley goes in as well. And the thyme. We might keep some for the potatoes. Now on top of that, we will place some of these lemon slices. Ooh, that's gonna be good. Some of this garlic will also go into the belly of the fish. Ooh, is this gonna be good? I can't wait. With this sharp knife, I'm actually gonna make some slits into the fish. And here as well. And in here, we're gonna place some more lemon, as well as some garlic. So even some garlic in here, and look at this beautiful flesh here. It's nice and pink. And then some lemon. And we'll keep doing this all the way down. We'll also put a few of these sprigs of thyme around. It's a lemon thyme. And then we're gonna salt the fish. Put a nice drizzle of olive oil over it. And then some white pepper. I'd rather use white pepper than have all those dark specks everywhere, even over the potatoes. And lastly, we're also gonna place just a bit of wine, because we do not want the fish to dry out at all. And these beautiful cherry tomatoes. Wow, look at these colors. This is going to be absolutely delicious. With the wine, we're also going to add just a splash of water. And he is ready to go into the oven. So here our beautiful fish is ready to go in. As you can see over there, there's just a small fire going. The oven is preheated to the right temperature, but we don't want to burn the top of the fish. And initially, we actually might want to put a piece of foil right over the fish to keep it nice and moist. All right, let's put this big boy in. We're gonna let the oven do its magic. We're also gonna slightly turn the damper so that it will retain the heat inside the oven. We added one more piece of wood, but let's peek at our potatoes, and oh, look at there. They're already browning. I think we're gonna flip this around and put it back in, as well as uncover our fish. The pan has been turned around, and now we're just gonna add a small piece of wood to keep a gentle fire going. Oh, we can't wait to peek inside and see as to how this big boy is doing. Let's pull this pan out. And oh yeah, look at this. Looks absolutely amazing. Let's look at it on the other side as well. Delicious. Can't wait to serve it. And by the way, a few times I kind of pulled the pan down, got some of these juices out, and pour them over the fish. And here is our absolutely beautiful red drum out of the oven, and now we're ready to serve it with these gorgeous potatoes and these beautiful caramelized cherry tomatoes. And I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to cut a piece off right off the bone, and look at this, absolutely beautiful, perfectly done, full of flavor and delicious. I'm gonna wish you un buon appetito.